Our Savior wants the best for us. But here's one thing that I've learned when I was going through depression. Material things won't help you through your storm. Material things won't help you through your Material things they won't help you through your pain. When you're going through the storm and the rain. After you've gone through your storm, it makes you evaluate on what really matters. It's not your house, no, not your cars, no, it's not your bank, it's not about how smart you are, not about a position, no, not about our titles, no, it's about doing the will of God. You lost your way, I know someone who will provide all your needs. All you have to do is claim it in His name. For His word is true. Claim it in His name right now. On the other side of truth, there's a blessing. It's waiting for you. There's a blessing. It's waiting for you. There's a blessing. It's waiting for you. There's a blessing.
All right, what's up, family? What's up, family? Welcome to Positive Power WXI with live jazz experience coming out of Chestertown and Owings Mills, Maryland. So we got DJ Lady Praise and DJ Jazzman and also DJ Batman right here. All right, let's get my friends right on the show. Hold tight, everybody. What's going on, Lady Praise? What's up, DJ Jazzman?
Hey. Hello, how you doing, listening audience?
Everybody is awesome.
What's up?
All right, y'all. So tonight we don't have a special guest tonight on the Live Jazz Experience, and we apologize for that, but we will have the guests. We'll let you guys know who we have lined up for next week right here on Live Jazz Experience Podcast. All right, what's going on, Lady Praise, Lady and DJ Jazzman? What's going on out there in Chestertown?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Awesome.
Yeah, we're gearing up for some upcoming events that's coming up. We're very excited about that. The Sunday Jazz Experience is still going strong.
Yeah.
Our listening artist is expanding.
Yes.
Yeah, so what's going on? Have you guys had anybody in studio these past weeks?
No,
not really. I think the last guest was actually I really haven't had anybody in. Not really, no.
Okay.
No, I'm working on it though. We're working on it.
Yeah.
But just trying to get some people in, but. We're hoping to get the guy in that's going to be opening up. There's going to be a new jazz club opening up in Chestertown called Zelda's.
You said Velva's?
He's coming in soon.
He says
no, he will be coming in. I talked to him yesterday, and he's very excited.
Yeah.
He says he still has our business card, and he'll be contacting us very soon to come in the studio. And what it is, when he opens up the jazz club, we're going to have to really help him. Maybe he come on maybe once every month or so to help, if he just come in for about 10, 15 minutes, just to talk about what he's doing, what guests, artists he has coming in. He said it's a beautiful club and everything's coming along.
Yeah. What's the name of it?
Well, it's
called Zelda's.
Zelda's. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, well,
like I said, I'm going to be once we get in contact, and Mike, you're going to have to give me his phone number because I want to call him. And as I told you in private in the studio, what my idea was that I would like to be able to talk to him about. So before
I like
he can, I don't want to and, not really having him come in, just be coming in. It's like, okay, no, we need to maybe try to do some business arrangement.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Radio is business. That's right.
Exactly. So, yeah.
That's right.
And so we have the audience, and, we can really, we got the audience, and we can really be able to get, probably be able to get people in his seats.
That's right.
So.
And you guys got to connect them with us because we got a number of bands that's interested in something, a venue like this.
Yep.
I need to come by and check them out, see what kind of square footage you're working with, so we can get some nice groups down there and deal with them. All right. Find out what nights he's open.
Yep.
So that's good for the township. People got a place to go out and get dressed up and look forward to some nice live entertainment. That's what it's all about, enjoying yourself. All right.
Yes, that's what it's about.
That's right. And so far in Maryland, we've been having some gorgeous weather here. Everybody's been, out on the road since Labor Day, and everybody kind of winding down a little bit. The kids are getting back in school and everything, and we're going to be getting back to normal probably as we, pass through September. The NFL has kicked off. And we got baseball going on, too. And before you know it, the NBA be starting back up again. So everything's going to be, people won't be sad because the leaves are falling off the tree. We got a lot of sports about to hit us. And I think we should have a great winter this year, especially with music and live entertainment. So that's what it's all about. So one of the things that's going on coming up real soon, and matter of fact, is this weekend. And I'm not sure how much I told you guys about the Red Room, because we got to get you guys here to participate in some of our talk shows. But we have Shay
Definitely got to have us there.
Yeah. Shay Samuels will be here this Sunday. We be taping the Red Room. We have our guests already lined up. They coming from various parts of Maryland. And her show is doing really well. We're actually looking to have her show air in Delaware. So we're actually working on that now. Wilmington, Delaware is doing something special over there in the state of Delaware. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but an African American male has just took over as the operator of the 3 channels that this operated that runs in Delaware, Comcast. So I'm not sure. I know every state or every major city that Comcast have a network in. They actually give 3 channels, TV channels, to that city, which means they run a Spanish-speaking channel and 2 English-speaking channels, and then I think those cities or states will, I think they assign those channels to an operator, and they run under a board, like a committee board. So a young man had won the bid, and what I've heard is he actually sells airtime to content creators at a very cheap price, and at the same time they're able to roll over advertising to some of the smaller businesses for a very reasonable price. And what I'm hearing is that the smaller businesses are seeing an increase in business. Yep, increase in business in Delaware. So we're kind of excited to check that out. So if you guys want to check out his channel, he has an internet website up. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's DETV. So if you go to DETV, I think it's DETV.TV, if I'm not mistaken, or .com. But you can Google it and it'll come up. So we're kind of excited about that area because you guys are, kind of connected with Delaware, in the 70-mile radius.
We're only about 15, 20 minutes from the line.
How far are you from Wilmington?
About an hour.
Oh, okay, so that's 60 miles.
About an hour from Wilmington.
Yeah, so that's like 60 miles. Yeah. So that's 60 miles. So that's good. So that's one of the great things that we're looking at too. Sending some more television content to the areas around, around Chestertown. So that's what we're looking to do. All right. So what's happening now? The Red Room is a hot topic show. Basically it's scripture based, but it talks about some of the, some of the normal things that's happening in our society that's not always talked about in the four walls of the church. So that's basically how that show is managed and produced. So that's going to happen this Sunday. We're going to be taping that show, and you guys will probably see some stuff on Facebook. So Shay Samuels is coming out of Atlanta to be part of that show.
Okay.
All right. Also.
Okay. I can barely hear you, but go ahead.
Yeah, I know. I hear a lot of background noise coming out of there.
Yeah, yes, I'm hearing some background noise.
Well, there's only you two. There's only you two that's on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only y'all two. So anyway, with all that said, the Red Room is going to be is airing on mvtv-21.com, so you can check it out. Also, it's airing in DeKalb County in Georgia. Also, coming up on the 21st is the Lakeisha Mosley will be hosting a conference called a Healing Conference. And that's going to be happening in the beautiful Centerville, Maryland, at the Kennard Heritage Cultural Center. All right, and that's 12 to 4. Tickets are still available. I know a lot of people have been asking about tickets at the door. Yes, tickets will be sold at the door for those of you who like to wait and see what else is about to happen. So come on out. We got great speakers. Leroy Allen from Silver Spring going to be there. Ty Bowden and Norris Williams coming out of Florida will be performing. You've seen him on Impact TV with the Dr. Bobby Jones show. So he will be here performing his hit song. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be real nice. And it's going to be kind of workshop. It's going to be engaging. Lakeisha going to have it so where you be engaging the speaker. So we're looking to have a great time. That's going to be 12 to 4 on December 21st. Okay. And then on the 28th, we got the Maryland Gospel Live. That's right. This is a music television series that's being produced on mvtv-21.com and also it's going to be probably airing on another network that's going to be airing on Roku. So that's going to be really exciting. We're actually going to be having meetings with that owner of that channel, that Roku channel, and it's going to be really big for some of you artists out in Maryland who are trying to get, looking for more exposure, coming through your household, So that's what's happening. So that's going to be happening in Graysonville Community Center on September 28th between 5 and 9. So if you're interested, it's an Eventbrite page set up, Maryland Gospel Live, and we're actually almost at capacity. So I think it's only 3 more slots available. So you need to act on that real fast. I know a lot of people are asking us about that outside of Maryland, which is okay because on the May, because in May in 2020, we're going to be at the Garfield, the Prince Theater. It's going to be a music showcase, gospel music showcase, which is going to be a television special for Maryland Gospel Live. So we're going to be picking some of the top artists that we're going to be meeting through these auditions and these live showcases that we'll be staging around Maryland. So just stay on our page and, hit us up if you got questions on where we're going to be. So, so far the 28th, we're going to be at Graysonville Community Center. All right. So what you guys got, man, that's happening? I know Lady Praise, you said you got a couple things going on.
I want to definitely talk about, there's going to be also on September 21st at 7:00 at the Garfield Theater, French Theater in Chestertown, Maryland. There's going to be a High Street Soul Jam concert, at 7:00. And yours truly is going to be emceeing that program. And it's going to be a premier band out of Philadelphia. I think 3BC. And some other artists, Tony Perry. And again, this is R&B. So, and soul. And tickets are like $15 and $20 at the door. So, and there's also going to be, Karen Somerville is going to be making a special appearance with the band.
All right.
And then also it's going to be two Max and a Mike, some kind of hip hop duo. So I can't wait from Maryland. So I can't wait to, they're independent hip hop duo. So it's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, it's hot.
And we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a good nice time. The tickets are going pretty good. and it should be a good show.
Yeah, that sound hot. Everything is happening in Maryland, y'all. The DMV and the Delmarva. You gotta stay connected with us, y'all. You gotta stay connected. Got to.
Yeah.
All right. And also, what you got?
Also, Batman, there's also another concert going on the same day in Chestertown at 7:00, and that's the Von Bratcher Project.
Wow, where's that going to be?
Yes,
He's going to be
yes.
at Sumner Hall. He'll be doing the smooth jazz.
All right. Smooth jazz.
Yeah.
Smooth jazz concert.
Sumner Hall.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
part of the African American jazz series. That's starting out. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
This is the start. This is the start of the jazz series.
All right. Yeah, that's right. Because
I believe it's about 6 or 7
wow,
series.
that's cool.
Yeah, it starts at 7:00. That's at 7:00.
All right. Cool. So that's going to happen on the 21st.
There's nothing going on in
That's on the
Chestertown.
21st. That's on.
I got 3 events that day.
So you said that's the 21st, right? Jazz man, you said the 21st.
That's the 21st as well. So
Oh,
there's
okay.
a lot going on.
All right, so I might.
I'll be at one. I'll be at 1, 12 to 4. I got a double up on it at 7:00. So it'll be an interesting day.
All right, Batman might be hanging
It's an
around.
interesting day. Yes, it is.
Yeah, we be hanging around in town for a while then. All right. That is awesome. Things will jump. So people got choices. People have choices. All right. And I think in November, and I think in October, you have the Rehoboth Jazz Fest is kicking off.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to be huge.
Oh yeah.
And don't
That's
we,
gonna be-
Yeah, that's huge.
now don't we have the Chesapeake
That is
Jazz
huge.
Fest? Is that coming up soon or we already had that? Is that, I thought I seen that
No,
on
it's coming up Sunday. It actually starts. I think it starts Thursday. I think it starts Thursday, and it goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The main concert is on Saturday with starts at 12 noon with Alicia Alatuja and the 100th Voice Gospel Choir, Chestertown. I think it's Washington College Jazz Quartet. And some couple of other quartets from Baltimore, jazz quartets from Baltimore. I can't really think of them off the top of my head, but
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a lot going on in 1 week in a small. That's a lot going on in 1 week in a small town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that,
And
but
that's
that,
just this coming weekend, yeah.
so the Chesapeake Jazz Fest, is that in Easton or that's in Chestertown?
No, that's in Chestertown.
Okay. Because I thought I saw
And
something,
they're having that, yeah.
because I was on one of the media sites, whether I think it might have been a Spy, Dorchester Spy, one of those media papers, and they were promoting something in Easton, I thought, too, that was coming up at the Chesapeake
It might be
College.
Chestertown Spy.
Yeah, Chestertown. But I thought they were talking about something at the Chesapeake College was having a jazz fest coming up.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
You don't think
Not
so?
as I know of, but I'll definitely check that out. I know they just had the Monty Alexander Jazz Fest, which started on Friday, August the 30th, and that was the 10th anniversary. And actually, myself, DJ Whisper, and DJ King, we went to go see Cyrus Chestnut on that September 1st, which was wonderful.
Wow, maybe that's what I
That
saw.
concert at the
Yeah.
Avalon
Yeah.
Theater in Easton. was
Right,
great.
that's what it was. That's
I heard
what
it.
I saw.
I heard it was ridiculous.
Wow, that's a nice theater. Yeah, that's a nice
It was
theater.
ridiculous.
Wow, that's a nice theater too. And speaking of,
It was the name of his concert was where gospel meets jazz,
yeah,
and they did different variations of "Walk with Me, Lord," and I was just blown away. I was like, oh my goodness, I am not going to be well.
wow.
I was not well after that concert.
Did they take that for the for their cable channel? Because sometimes they record a lot of their events for their cable channel. Did you?
I think they did. I think they did. You may want to just check the cable. Again, I'm not sure if they did anything as far as with Cyrus Chestnut, but knowing Avalon Theater, they probably did tape it, and they probably just taped the whole weekend.
Yeah, they got a nice setup over there.
Yeah.
All right. And speaking of nice events, we were over in D.C. at the Anacostia, and we saw L.A. Young. She did the Phyllis Hyman Experience, which was phenomenal. I mean, she sounds exactly like Phyllis Hyman. You close your eyes, you think you're in the room with Phyllis Hyman. And they also had
oh, I know that was nice.
They showed some interviews that Phyllis Hyman had with Donnie Simpson and another young lady, I think up around New York, and she was pretty assertive when it came to talking about empowerment and entrepreneurship. I was really surprised because I never heard that about her being that way, because she actually owned a few businesses.
I read up on Phyllis Hyman. She was very disappointed in terms of the way the music industry was run.
Yeah.
She never felt that she got the accolades because what it was early in her career, she was dependent on them to help with her marketing. But they made a choice that they wanted her to be a certain way.
Right.
You know, because you listen to Phyllis Hyman, she could sing R&B, pop, jazz, gospel, anything. And they wanted her to fit her in a box.
Yeah, they did. And you know what wasn't surprising was that what happened to Alicia Keys kind of talked about her story one time, which was very similar to Phyllis Hyman. Phyllis said that they tried to put her on the shelf for a little while. You know, she said she had a lot of music, and she had an album that was waiting a very, very long time to be released, and they just wouldn't release it. And so she was forced to tour to make ends meet. And she said they did. I remember they did Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys had music. That album that she released when she first came out was been done, was completed. And
now you know why Prince went independent.
Yep, they do them like that because
he has so much music. Can you imagine them holding all his music, and he got all his music in his vault, and he can't release it.
Yep,
and he can't release what he wants.
Yeah, I know. And
so a lot of artists, it happens all the time.
Yep, and they have so much music, and they pick the songs they want to be on the album. That's why a lot of times you buy these LPs and you only like 2 or 3 of the songs. You know.
Yeah. And sometimes some of the artists say that even when they pick some of the songs, they want them to edit sometimes the lyrics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe that.
And they wrote the song. So, the independent thing is the way to go.
Yeah, it is.
No doubt about
it. Definitely.
What's the young artist's name that was country and she went pop? Remember she had won an award one time and Kanye West had jumped on stage? What was that artist?
That was Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. She just finally was able to keep her masters. She said her next album coming out, she owns the masters. I was like, wow.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, wow. And
yeah, I know a lot of things we don't know behind the scenes.
Yeah, this woman has been coming out with hits after hits, and she says she does not own the masters to those.
But this is what it is in the entertainment industry anyway. Like when you get signed in that contract, they choose who your lawyers are, who your accountants, your managers, even if you disagree with them.
Mm-hmm.
You turn over all your who you are over to them.
Yep.
I was listening to an interview with Wesley Snipes. He said that's what got him in trouble with the taxes. Mm-hmm. He said they the one he let them handle his
finances, his,
resources, and he didn't know what was going on. He didn't know what was happening with his finances. He just was reading scripts and making movies. And he said one of the guys ended up going to jail for tax fraud, but he was the one that they had called. The prosecution called for a key witness against him. He was handling the accountant.
Right.
He said, he said he's gonna put everything in his book, in his autobiography.
Wow.
He said the public doesn't know the real story.
Yeah, I think it's similar stories with Willie Nelson. A lot of those artists. Oprah had a segment on her show once talking about you should be signing your own check so you know exactly what you're working with. Because a lot of those artists have gone bankrupt because they thought they had, they doing these shows and making all these billboard listings and find out that these guys are spending their money on other things that they're not aware of. It's crazy. It is a crazy industry.
Yeah, I mean, Ray Charles laid the blueprint years ago when he owned his masters and wanted to control what he had done in terms of you gotta. You can't be allowing other people to pay your bills.
That's right. James Brown too.
These
James
people
Brown
are paying other stuff.
Yeah.
Paying college tuition for their own kids, and you're thinking they're paying your bills.
Yeah. Remember James Brown too. He took over his own masters. It was quite a few. There's some great bios out there. So everybody should check out the bio on Sam Cooke and Teddy Pendergrass. I mean, they tried to they left a really bad light on those guys, after their death. But if you look at what went on before their death, they were real businessmen. Those guys was trying to build dynasties, empires. I enjoyed the
documentary that was on. I believe it was on Netflix.
Yeah, that was a real good one. But it was a shame. Is
it a book? Is it a book out?
No, it's just a documentary. It could be some books out there. Who knows?
Okay.
But I
haven't seen the one on Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah, it was a shame that their life got cut short, and that's what was left about them. But that woman that was with Teddy Pendergrass in the car finally came out with the truth that people never knew. They left everybody assuming. And that wasn't true what the assumption was. So she finally came out and told everybody what the deal was, So there's some great documentaries out there on some of these artists that we don't know, about their business minds that we weren't able to, fathom. And I think if the younger artists were able to hear those stories, I think it would have caused them to be a little bit more cautious the way they signed their contracts if they would have knew some of those stories. That's why it's so important to have history that's documented, so they won't make that same mistake. I would love to see
Sam Cooke movie.
Oh, that was a good one. That was real good.
I hope they make a movie on Sam Cooke.
Yeah, that was a good documentary, man. He was a very intelligent person.
He was excellent.
He was a very influenced. He influenced a lot of cultures through his voice because it was so different. Everybody was attracted to his voice, his style. He was a real cool dude too. And,
he was cool.
Yeah. And didn't accept anything either. Yep. Crossover. Once you cross over, you there. And that's what they was afraid of. Once those guys make it big like that, they can start taking care of their own business and bring others in. And that's what was happening. Those guys was trying to build an empire. So far, the only thing came out of it was Motown. And there would have been a many Motowns if it wasn't for some of the stuff that went down back in those days to cut those guys' lives short. Because there was a lot of money that was flowing through the black communities back in the 50s and the 60s. A lot of money. And them guys were able to, they would have been able to build their own record empires, Yep.
Yeah.
That's why everything was so, even our comedy, you look at the comedy that's out there, like your Chappelle's and them, just think Red Fox and Richard Pryor and them, those guys made a lot of money. Just think what they could have built. Bill Cosby and all of them. It would have been remarkable what those guys really could have done.
I think if they would have united into one business type organization and pool their resources together, I think they could have did a lot of good.
You would have seen a lot more.
Sort of like what Jim Brown did in the 60s when he formed that business organization.
Yep. Yeah, you probably would have seen a lot more multi-billion-dollar black businesses. Because entertainment, we was cornering the market in entertainment, even when it came to sports. Look at the big box office draw that some of these black boxers were bringing in, Yep. You would have been more Don Kings. So anyway, well, that looks like that completes our segment of Live Jazz Experience for tonight's show on Wednesday. And we appreciate everybody that tuning in and catching us on Spotify. The Spotify doing really well out there. Shout out to all our listeners out there that's checking out Spotify.
Hello, listeners.
Yeah, and of course, Google Podcasts doing this thing out there. All right, so before we go, Lady Jazz, you have any last encouraging words for our listeners?
Hey guys, just thank you for listening in. We're going to continue to keep doing what we're doing. It's all about bringing good music and bringing positivity and talking to positive people and bringing positive music to the community.
Amen. And DJ Jazz, man, any final encouraging words for our listeners?
I would like to second that we're going to continue in our mission of bringing the good news with the good music. And we'll keep on going. And thank you to everyone for listening and giving your support whenever we see you all. And we'll keep on doing what we have to do as long as the community want to keep us here.
That's right. Amen. All right. And everybody, make sure you stay connected to find out what is going on Maryland Eastern Shore. The music is moving people. That's right. It's the music that's going to bring us together. Unity in the community. All right, everybody.
It's the universal language.
That's right. You tell them, Jazz, man. All right, everybody. This completes our broadcast. And please share the file. And we will be back next Wednesday at 8:30. All right. With more exciting guests.
All right.
All right. Let's get out of here, y'all.
Yes.
Peace and blessings.
All righty. Peace and blessing, guys. Have a blessed evening.
You're listening to Jerry Royce Worldwide Podcast.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Stand by for Late Night with Dr. Chanel's coming up. And please share the file. I'm Jerry Royce Live Worldwide, key to Batman of Charm City. Don't forget, we will be in Centerville on September 21st between 12 and 4 with the Lakeisha Moses Show with the Free Yourself Healing Conference. Tickets available on Eventbrite. Also, on the 28th, we got Maryland Gospel Live. We got a couple slots available for live bands or solo artists, independent gospel, and Christian hip-hop. So hit us up if you got any questions or concerns. You can reach me at jerryroycelive@gmail.com. Amen. Or you can hit us up on Facebook at Jerry Royce Live. All right, everybody, take care. Have a great evening and stand by for Late Night with Dr. Chanel.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power of Double X.
Positive Power 21.org. Internet radio.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
It's waiting for
You tried to steal my joy, and you tried to break my soul, but my God stepped in and he never let me go. He's always in control. Oh, you won't win. No, 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 you won't win. For my God will make a way. No, you won't win. couldn't see. You bled and died so I could live freely. And I'll praise your name. Your blood, it covers me.